Yes, this message is for young Africans. Dear young Africans, I want to tell you this. If you don't know anything about Marcus Garvey, Emperor Haile Selassie, Kwame Nkrumah, Sekou Touré, Modibo Keita, Robert Mugabe, Jomo Kenyatta, Kenneth Kaunda, Julius Nyerere, Abdel Nasser, Augusto Neto, Thomas Sankara. Please do yourselves a favor. Go and research about these great African sons and wake up. If you don't know anything about Patrice Lumumba, the young Congolese revolutionary who wanted to save his country but was murdered by Little Belgium, who killed 12 million Congolese to stamp their evil of colonialism on them, to the point where Congo has not known peace since independence in 1960 to today. That country is still burning. I beg you, go back and study the history of Africa, and maybe perhaps change your views. If you believe that the children of those who enslaved us, yes, those who enslaved our ancestors, those who brought about colonialism, those who brought about imperialism, those who drove apartheid, and those who are driving globalization today, if you think they are going to treat you right without you fighting for your space here on earth, you will be joking. They have a legacy of domination. They have a legacy to defend because it has served their interests for the past nearly 2,000 years. And you think they will give it up without you standing up for your rights? You'll be joking. You see, some of us have been at the forefront of speaking, dramatizing, acting, rehashing the story of Africa and the plight of the African people. You think we are joking? Some of you laugh at us that there's nothing that can be done. Look at Africa. Look at all her fake countries. Yes, countries that were never the product of the African people. You think Nigeria is on fire the way it is because the Nigerian people wanted it that way? At no point did we agree to be Nigerians. The oppressors, Imperial Europe, put together Nigeria, knowing fully well that it's not going to work. And more importantly, that the people of Nigeria will never be able to think and recognize who their true enemies are and unite. Is it not sad today that we are still talking about Sharia law in Nigeria? We are closing down schools because Muslims are fasting. Yes, religion has become the nation, even though it does not have a passport that takes anyone anywhere. We are here, lining behind the criminals, rogues, puppets, who have been planted to stall the growth and development and the progress and prosperity of Africa. African young people, this is a call to you. You hear the song at the background? It was what Marcus Garvey, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, born in Jamaica, a descendant of slaves, who at the age of 18 started asking himself questions about what he was doing in the West. Yes, inspiration came to him. He came, this force was moving him to do something. He did not have an army. He did not have a newspaper. All he had was his voice. He started organizing and bringing people together. Before too long, he built a 6 million man strong black movement that started advancing the cause of the black people, demanding for respect and dignity for the black man. In the early 1900s, his message started spreading and got to Africa. A lot of the first line decolonizers of Africa were directly or indirectly students of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. He was the one who coined this word: emancipate yourselves from mental slavery, for none but ourselves can free our minds. And Bob Marley put it into a song that has become a global anthem. I don't know how you young Africans relate to this song. It is not about dancing to it. Here, listen to it. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? It is your future that is in danger right now. It is your future that is in peril. Young Africa, what are you doing? If that man who could build a 6 million strong black movement without WhatsApp, without access to Facebook, without Instagram, without LinkedIn, without anything, he was able to put this force together that catalyzed the decolonization of Africa. What are you doing with your smartphone? What are you doing with your WhatsApp? What are you doing with your Facebook? What are you doing with your Instagram? What are you doing with your LinkedIn? What are you doing beyond dancing? While our continent is being destroyed, look at the state of Nigeria. Why, if you people are destroying our country, you find it more convenient to use your time for doing the wrong thing. Young African, young Nigerian, this is a call to you. You think I am joking? That I spend day and night preparing messages and sending it across to you? Is it the money that I need? No, I live already in the United States. The same place from where Marcus Garvey did most of his work, up until 1940, when he signed off. Where are we? How long shall they kill our prophets? Why we stand aside and look? This is a question for you. Young Africans, young Nigerians, wake up. The people who tell you about religion, those who tell you about the region, those who tell you about your tribe, they are enemies. They are your enemies. They don't mean well for you. The people who sell you Sharia, when 30 million young people in the north of Nigeria are begging from AM to PM, have no food, have nowhere to lay their heads, they are your enemies. It is time for us to rise, take our country back, and take our continent back. Yes, none but ourselves can do this for us, but ourselves. Now is the time. Rise and take your stance again. Rise, fallen fighters. Is it fear that is your problem? No. Why should we be afraid of those who are supposed to be on the run? This is a call to you Africans, especially young Nigerians. Won't you have to sing this song of freedom? Yes, all I ever had, yeah, ever had. Redemption song. I see it coming. Redemption song.